Welcome back to another read aloud from Michigan Fitness Foundation's Health Through Literacy. And today we are going to be reading a book called Pick, Pull, Snap, Where Once a Flower Bloomed, written by Lola M. Schaefer and illustrated by Lindsay Barrett George. But like the other couple of weeks, I have a few questions for you before we get started. All right? Okay. Question number 1. What kinds of fruits and vegetables do you enjoy eating? And remember, you can just shout these out at home. Apples, yes. Apples are so delicious and they're fun to eat with peanut butter and they're so good for you. So that is a great fruit. Any others? Carrots, yes, one of my favorites. Any others? Sugar snap peas, yeah, those are so delicious and they're very fun to eat. If you've never tried them before, I highly encourage you guys to try them. Okay, question number 2. Where do you guys get the fruits or vegetables that you eat? Where would you buy them or where do you find them? Yeah, the grocery store. Any others you can think of? Yes, the farmer's market. Yes, and your own garden. Yes, those are all fabulous ideas for where we can get fruits and vegetables. All right, question number 3. Have you ever grown fruits or vegetables to eat? If you have, what did you grow? Okay, I've had someone grow strawberries. Awesome. How about the rest of you? What else did you guys grow? Peppers, yeah. Oh, I love peppers. They taste so great on tacos. Okay, last question before we get started. So why do you think fruits and vegetables make a better snack than sweets? Any ideas? Okay, yeah, well, fruits are sweet themselves, okay? Does anybody have a reason as to why they think fruits and vegetables make a better alternative choice? Yes, exactly. They are higher in nutrition. They have vitamins, minerals, fiber. So those are all things we need to stay healthy. All right, let's get started and see what this Pick, Pull, Snap book is all about. I almost forgot about the activity I want you to do while we read the book. So while we go through the book, we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of different fruits and vegetables. So I want you guys to think in your minds while we're reading the ways that the fruits and vegetables that we talk about are similar and different. Okay, so just kind of think about how they can be similar, how they can be different, you know, they all grow. So things like that, just kind of think about, all right? Okay, let's get started.
The spring sun shines bright. At the trellis, a cool breeze chills noses and shakes free the pollen inside early white flowers. Deep in the flowers, seeds the size of freckles grow inside a thin green skin. Rains wash the dried flower petals away, and the seeds plump. On a spring day, pick a handfuls of pea pods from the vines where once a flower bloomed. In the berry patch, bumblebees zigzag from blossom to blossom, spreading pollen inside delicate white flowers no bigger than a fingertip. Deep inside the flowers, hard seeds grow in bits of fruit that form a cluster. The flowers curl and blow away, and in a few weeks the fruit turns red in the warm sunshine. On a summer morning, pull ripe raspberries from the bush where once a flower bloomed. In the field, wind waves golden tassels high above heads, and pollen floats through the air to the silks of a flower. Inside the husk, hundreds of pale seeds grow side by side. The silks of the flower shrivel and brown, while the seeds fill with a milky juice. On a hot summer day, snap! An ear of corn from the stalk, where once a flower bloomed. In the orchard, a honeybee buzzes from tree to tree, flying in and out of blossoms. Its legs brush pollen inside a fragrant pink flower. Deep inside the flower, a small green fruit grows around one seed. The petals fade and drop to the ground. Weeks pass and the fruit, large and sweet, hangs low near passing eyes. On a late summer day, twist! A fuzzy peach from the tree where once a flower bloomed. On a sandy hill, yellow blossoms open on a knee-high plant, spilling soft pollen between their petals. At evening, they close and wilt. From the blossoms, pegs grow and push into the soil. Underground, the tips of the pegs become stiff shells, each holding 2 seeds wrapped in red skins. On a hot summer day, pull hidden peanuts from under the bush where once a flower bloomed. In the garden, a bumblebee darts between giant blossoms, entering one after another, scattering pollen inside a yellow flower opened wide. Under the flower, flat, smooth seeds grow in a round, hard fruit. The petals droop, and each day the fruit grows bigger and bigger and bigger. On the last day of a summer, roll a heavy orange pumpkin from the vine where once a flower bloomed. Now winter winds blow past the empty trellis, spindly canes, bleached stalks, bare trees, withered plants, and wrinkled vines. But in the spring, plants blossom again. Pollen dusts the inside of flowers, and seeds and fruit begin to grow. On a bright, warm day, gather a new harvest where once a flower bloomed. From flower to fruit. Every seed or fruit begins in a flower. A bee enters a flower looking for food called nectar. Soft hairs on its legs and body picks up grains of pollen. Then the bee flies to another flower and carries the pollen with it. Some of the pollen falls off the bee's body and into the second flower. This is called pollination. Deep inside the flower, the pollen reaches a part of the plant called the pistil. This is called fertilization. After a flower is fertilized, seeds and fruit begin to grow. Bees are just one type of pollinator. Beetles, flies, ants, butterflies, hummingbirds, and bats can be pollinators too. Sometimes pollen is carried from flower to flower by wind or water. Other flowers, like the tomato and the peanut, pollinate themselves. In those plants, a flower's pollen ripens and falls onto its own pistil, and a seed begins to grow. The end.
That was a great book, don't you think? I think it's super adorable. Okay, so a couple questions for you before I let you go for the day. So, my first question for you, remember our whole goal with these is to try and get us to eat more fruits and vegetables, right? That's the health message that we want to encourage everybody to do. So, thinking about the book, what are some important reasons for you to eat fruits and vegetables? We kind of talked about this before we started reading, so maybe if you can think back to what that was. Yes, exactly. So fruits and vegetables have vitamins, minerals, and fiber, which are really important for us to be the healthiest we can be. All right, question number 2. How could you add more servings of fruits or vegetables to your day? Does anybody have any ideas? Yeah, you could eat a smoothie. Great. What else? Yeah, you could eat a fruit or a vegetable with one of your meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, a snack. What else? Yeah, you could add fruits and vegetables to different things you eat. So let's say you have a sandwich for lunch, maybe you can add some tomatoes and lettuce to that sandwich to help you get those fruits and vegetables in. Okay. Question number 3. How much of your plate do you guys think you should be aiming to fill with fruits and vegetables? Does anybody have a guess? A little bit? Okay, that's a good guess. Try again. The whole plate. All right, try one more time. Yes, exactly. So half of our plate should be fruits and vegetables. So we can do this by trying to make half of our plate fruits and vegetables at lunch or at dinner or at breakfast, doing some of those ideas we just talked about, adding some tomatoes and lettuce to a sandwich, adding strawberries to cereal, whatever you can do to try and up your increase of fruits and vegetables and get half of your plate with fruits and vegetables. We talked a little bit about this a couple of years ago. Some of you might remember, but that is called My Plate, okay? Okay, last question. Which of the fruits or vegetables did we read about, or when we read, have you tried before? Anybody? Okay, so some of you tried pea pods. Yeah. Oh, I love pea pods. They're so fun to eat. What else? Peaches? Yeah, maybe even some of you grow some peaches. Awesome. All right, well, that's all I have for you guys today. So I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye. So for today's Healthy Snack Challenge, I want to challenge you to try a fruit or a vegetable. Bonus points if you can try a fruit or a vegetable that we read about in the book. I am going to eat a sugar snap pea.